The King Angel, his future king, a powerful moment with Prince William and Prince George. Welcome, dear viewers, to Crown Chronicles, your royal hotspot for the most captivating stories, heartfelt moments, and behind-the-scenes truths from the world's most beloved monarchy, the British royal family. If you adore royal elegance, powerful father-son bonds, and touching moments that define a legacy, then you are in exactly the right place. Before we go any further, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a royal revelation. Because today's story, titled The King Angel, His Future King, a powerful moment with Prince William and Prince George, is one that will not only warm your heart but make you rethink everything you thought you knew about royalty. Now, we often view kings and princes as distant figures, shrouded in protocol, guarded by etiquette, and separated from emotion by centuries of tradition. But every so often, the monarchy gives us something different, something human. And recently, during a quiet yet deeply symbolic moment, Prince William and young Prince George shared an interaction so profound that royal observers are now calling William the King Angel, a guardian not only of the monarchy but of his son's spirit. The world watched as a king in waiting quietly prepared the king after him, not through ceremonies or speeches, but through love, guidance, and the kind of silent understanding only fathers and sons can share. It happened at an event where the family stood united, but all eyes drifted toward the young prince. George, now growing taller and steadier, stood beside his father with a sense of seriousness far beyond his years. Cameras flashed, commentators speculated, but William, ever attentive, placed a gentle hand on George's back. Not as a future king correcting an heir, but as a father reassuring a son. For a second, George glanced up at him, as if silently asking, "Am I doing this right?" And William, without speaking a word, gave him a nod and a soft smile that said, "You're doing perfectly. And I'm right here." That tiny exchange traveled across the world in seconds. People weren't just watching royalty, they were watching legacy in motion. A king-to-be, preparing his king-to-be. And not with force, not with pressure, but with grace. Royal commentators called it a masterclass in gentle leadership. Social media exploded with messages like Prince William is not just training a future king, he's raising a good man. And isn't that the real crown? Because a title can be inherited, but character must be taught. We've seen William grow before our eyes. We watched him as a young boy standing beside his mother, Princess Diana, absorbing not privilege, but empathy. Her teachings live within him still. And now, as millions have noted, he is passing them on to George, not through speeches, but through small gestures. A supportive hand. A whispered word. A patient pause when George seems unsure. These are not the lessons of monarchy, they are the lessons of humanity. And George, sweet George. Once a shy little royal waving from balconies, he is now stepping into his role with poise. But still, he is a child navigating a destiny he did not choose. Imagine the weight of that. Imagine knowing the world watches your every move. Yet there he stood, not shrinking from expectation, but rising to meet it. And the reason he can rise so steadily? Because his father stands behind him, not pushing, but lifting. Many have pointed out moments where William subtly allows George to take the lead, guiding him without overshadowing him. Whether it's allowing him to step forward during a salute, or letting him answer a question when reporters approach, William plays the role of protector yet also liberator. He gives his son space, space to grow, space to express, space to become. That is why people now call him the King Angel, the guardian of the crown, not by power, but by heart. And what makes this moment even more powerful is knowing what came before it. William himself lost his guiding angel far too soon. Princess Diana, his mother, shaped his idea of monarchy, not as a throne, but as service. Not as authority, but as compassion. When she held the hands of the sick and the hopeless, she taught him that a king is not measured by crowns, but by kindness. Now, years later, William carries that same flame, and he is lighting it in George. In fact, insiders say that William often talks to George not about being king, but about being good. He reportedly tells him, "You may wear the crown one day, but it is not yours, it belongs to the people." He is not raising a ruler. He is raising a servant king. And that, my friends, is rare. The world is changing. Monarchies are no longer judged by gold carriages and jewels, but by sincerity, warmth, authenticity. And in that arena, Prince William and Prince George are becoming the monarchy's greatest strength. They represent not the stiff image of royal hierarchy, but the soft power of family. And families everywhere see themselves in them. A father helping a son find courage. A boy trying to be brave. A bond that no title can define. At one point that day, Prince George, standing among world leaders and dignitaries, seemed overwhelmed. The noise, the pressure, the weight of expectation, it was all there. But William leaned down, whispered something in his ear, and George relaxed instantly. A deep breath. A tiny nod. And then he straightened up again, ready to face the world. What did William say? No one knows. But it didn't matter. The message was clear: I am here. You are not alone. And that is what makes this story timeless. Because long after the speeches, long after the ceremonies, long after the crowns change hands, what people will remember are these moments. Not the rituals, but the relationships. Not the monarchy, but the men. Prince William is showing the world that the future of royalty is not about commanding nations, it's about raising good hearts. And Prince George is showing us that even the smallest shoulders can one day carry great responsibility, if love has given them strength. So as we close this royal reflection, we say this: long live the king who guides. Long live the prince who learns. And long live the bond between them. Because crowns may glitter, but character glows. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles. If this story touched you as deeply as it touched us, don't leave without subscribing. Hit that like button, share this video, and tell us in the comments, do you think Prince George will follow in his father's footsteps with the same grace? Or perhaps, will he surprise us all and redefine kingship yet again? Stay tuned, royal loyalists. Because the next great royal chapter has only just begun. Crown sparkles.